It's a partial reprieve. Estrangement is not metamorphosis, not evolution. You, like the rest of us, are condemned to be what we are, whatever that is, the plastic and devious species we're born as. So it might be time to ask, how many ways could there be, after all, to be human? Not how many slivers of language and culture persist unretouched and unfaked in the neon-lit ruins. Not how many fly-by-night styles of self-celebration or dress. We don't need a catalog now, but I'd like to know this. How many ways can any one human juggle being both the things a human is? A person and a species. This three-faced or 30-faced, smart-ass, dumb shit runaway species, loving and gang-raping, fleecing and eulogizing the world. Why would anybody ask? Morbid fascination, surely. That and bare-assed curiosity. It wouldn't hurt to know what kind of animal we're stuck with here aboard the death boat on its rough and brief last ride. So let's just do a little last-ditch anthropology. What are these humans up to? Some are clearly joiners, some are leavers, some are thieves. The thieves are joiners who don't really join, and leavers who don't leave. There's a working draft taxonomy of humans, and non-humans too. How many species steal routinely from their own? How many more from one another? The weaker from the stronger, or the other way around. In nearly every flock of sparrows are a few who'd rather filch than forage. And stealing is an art form, after all, with endless variations. A vocation, a profession, not a job. Stealing the living and making them work, to take an example, needs more than duplicity. It also needs brutality and superior organization. Two things life seems all too happy to provide. So humans take slaves when they can, and ants on 5 continents, dozens of species, build complex economies wholly dependent on slaves. Some have done it so long they're now genetically, not socially, addicted. If you free their slaves, they don't adapt. They can't adapt. They die. Then there are the cowbirds and the cuckoos, the redheads and the blackheads, honey guides and whitas, and thousands of species of insects who habitually trick some other creature into nurturing their young. Why do ordinary murderers like us, who slaughter other beings daily and cut them up and eat them, cows and carrots, lettuces and lambs and salmon, shiver when we hear about a wasp that lays its eggs inside a living spider's belly and chemically rejigs that spider's mind, so it abandons the life of a spider and embraces its new role, wholly self-sacrificial surrogate mother for wasps. But who besides humans has what it takes to embezzle whole mountains and valleys, big rivers and lakes, rocks, underground aquifers, coral reefs, fossil beds, oceans, the air. Who besides us can dismantle the planet on time and on budget, sort it, scoop it into trucks and ships and boxcars, haul it, sell it by the board foot or the barrel or the metric ton to anyone who'll buy? The earth is finite, yes. We've heard that this is so. But what we trust is the infinity of money. There is nothing incombustible. What is fuel, and currency is fire. Life is fire, hands are fire, mind is fire, yes, and money, as so many people say. But language, too, you know, is fire. Speech is fire. You and I and all of us are fire. We are fire. How much fire can the hearth hold, or the stove? How much fire does this water-covered, thin-skinned planet actually have room for? How much fire does it need? But the sparrows are sparrows, whether they steal or whether they don't. And the frackers and strip miners, clear cutters, bottom trawlers and mountain toppers, insecticide and defoliant makers, and every nation's share of twisted cops and sold-out soldiers, all the compulsive destroyers are, in their ways, dues-paying humans. Humans for whom blowing things up, tearing them down, and leaving them dying are ways of belonging. There are those who go by the road, those who go by the trail. And what is a blister rust or a hungry human to do but follow the road that was punched through its home, or the road on whose trash-blanketed shoulder it found itself born? The road is nothing in the end but what it was in the beginning. People, humans and non-humans, going roughly the same way and paying less and less attention as they go to anything but going. The advantage that all of them, cowbirds and spider wasps, rusts and the rest of them have that we've lost, is what you didn't learn but should have learned in school to call economy of scale. Their depredations, on the whole, are fairly modest. Their advantage is they don't have much advantage, linguistic, computational, mechanical, or chemical. They do not run the world. And what's a road if not a trail pulled out of shape, stretched out of scale because it's seen as what it's not what it is? The whole is a part of the part, and the part is a part of itself. The whole is a part, and the part is a whole. What other species is this much too big for its britches, and this much too small? Thank you.